these are your muscles of the posterior thorax. First we have the, let's go ahead and do pink first. We'll do the serratus posterior inferior. This is a muscle of inspiration. The origin is the spinous process C7 through T1 through T3, so it differs. And they go from a downward angle and go laterally to the superior border of T2 through T5. So technically when you're looking at it, it just looks like it goes behind the scapula, but in actuality it goes down and inserts into T2 through T5. The posterior superior serratus elevates the ribs. It brings them up for inspiration. Then we have the serratus posterior inferior, and these are muscles of expiration, and their origin is the spinous process of T11 through L2 through L3. It depends. There can be either one, either or. Let's see, origin goes superior and laterally to the inferior surface of T8 through T12. So they go up and out. And again, the action on these is they lower the rib, so you have expiration. So the superior goes ahead and raises it for inspiration, and the posterior lowers the ribs for expiration. Then we go ahead and we have the costal elevators. We have both the brevis and the longi. For purposes of this here, we're just going to show you the brevis on the top and then the longi on the bottom. There are 12 pairs on each side, so technically you would see this over here as well as this over here. Again, 12 pairs on each side. The origin is the transverse process, little knob here, and they go insert laterally to the dorsal surface, the back side of the rib below. So they only go from the top rib to the lower rib, and it goes down for all 12 pairs. And these go ahead and these raise the ribs and do inspiration. These up top are the brevis. On the bottom, on top, so superior to the brevi, you have the costal longi. Now the only difference is, instead of going from the transverse process, it skips one rib and goes down 2 ribs. And they do the same, their inspiration. And again, these only encompass the lower 4 ribs. So it would be 12, 11, 10, and 9, I believe, or 8, yes. And again, the longi are on the bottom, superior to the brevi. So the brevi would be deep to the longi. And these are all your basic muscles of inspiration of your posterior thorax.